What is up? It's Chess Plays Gabe. If you don't know what it is, now you do. It's day 136 of our road to 2000. Guys, yesterday's game was such a heartbreaker. We're going to try to move on and try to get back up to 1700 once again. This cursed number of 1700 elo that I just can't quite stay at. And we do get to play a Scotch though against Nake Devidas 68. Sorry, I'm butchering everyone's name. 1636 from India. They'd go ahead and take, so we might get an exchange, or we might get the Blumenfeld Scotch here if they go queen to f6. Let's see, putting pressure on the knight. They do in fact do that. Now I've been told knight b3 is also very interesting, which is true. But we're going to stick with our Blumenfeld Scotch. I mean, we just know too much about this opening to not be in a good position here. I have so many moves memorized here. All thanks to the Will Taylor Chess Bible. Shout out, Will. Please adopt me. Now, they have some ideas here. Okay, so they decide to go all the way back here. Honestly, I think the main idea is just to move the knight here, or it's to go here. Because if they go here, I've been seeing this a lot actually in Bullet, which I need to stop playing Bullet. It's just terrible. Knight c3, a6, and then I just come back here and takes. I don't really want that. I want to continue making threats. And queen g4 is a threat. It's a threat on this pawn, which traps this rook. So there are ways to get around this. Now, my opponent could just play this, and I think that is actually the best response in this position. However, it's a hard move to see. Really, it's really easy just to play g6 here and just call it a day. And that's exactly what they do. And now I kind of want to play this, because the plan after bishop f4, if they push the pawn, I can go here. And not only does it threaten this check again, because the queen's defending, it also threatens checkmate. So I think that's the idea. Let's go bishop c4. If they decide, I guess they have this now, don't they? Shoot. They totally have that move. I can still go here, though, because if they take, I take. So this is interesting, but then this. Actually, yeah, I probably should have thought about that a little bit more, to be honest. Or they have that move. But I actually still think I'm okay here. After here takes check here and takes, my opponent, I guess, can take here. And then my opponent's not castled. They can win another pawn, but I can castle very, very easily. So I think I can just play this. Queen f4. If they decide to take, I just go here. It's also hitting the knight. So the knight now has to move. If the knight decides to move, I don't know. Yeah, if the knight decides to not take the bishop, we still have this. But the knight has to move. And if the knight doesn't move, I take with check, and then I win the rook. So, I mean, there's just way too much going on here. There's also this idea, potentially. But then I can just straight up castle. And then your knight is completely fossilized. If I can just find a way to attack the knight, castling also threatens checkmate. And I'm still threatening checkmate if the knight moves. Yeah, if the knight moves like over here, say, I just play checkmate. So you have to be very, very careful here. I actually think, okay, so that is what they play. Let's just go ahead, and I could even take with the queen, hitting the knight. But I think this is probably better. So let's just go ahead and play this move. Check. If they move up here, I'm wondering if there's some kind of, okay, so they go there. And, yeah, I think the idea is simply to take the rook. My knight is never trapped because it can always come back. I can also go here and threaten the bishop if the queen moves. So let's go ahead and take. I'm just up in exchange. My opponent can take another pawn. But then your knight's looking kind of trapped, to be honest. And then I have this check. And then opponent is kind of forced to go. Yeah, opponent's kind of forced to go here, in which case I just go check and I win the knight. I guess they can block. Takes, but then your king's in the middle of the board. I just castle with check. Oh my god. Okay, they defend the knight. Interesting. Yeah, but what if I just castle here? Like, what if I just castle? I don't care about this pawn. This pawn at the beginning of the game was a pawn that you could have taken. I don't care about this pawn. It's the most poisoned pawn in all of chess. Now, after this, and here, I suppose I could take, but no, I mean, castling has to be good here, right? It just has to be good. I mean, castle, what does my opponent do? They go here, just hiding. I can still come out with my knight. I can still threaten this pawn. And then I'm threatening like a bunch of stuff right here. I mean, I guess this helps. But, I mean, the king is just, I mean, the king is just so exposed. We got a castle here, right? Now my king is completely safe. And I'm threatening checkmate. And if you go here, it's still checkmate, actually. I guess it's not checkmate. They go here. Okay, they defend. That's valid, I suppose. And now they're actually hitting the knight as well. Yeah, but now I can just bring the knight out and attack this bishop. And the bishop is pinned. Or, I'm sorry, the pawn is pinned to the king. So that would be a free bishop and a free queen. I don't see why I wouldn't play that. What do you play here as black? I really don't know. Because you can't attack my queen, except for this move, in which case I can just slide all the way back, right? Yeah, I can just slide all the way back. So let's just play this. Nice, calm, and collected. If they want to push the pawn, totally fine. No, I guess it's not that fine. No. I still have the check first. And I win a bishop at least. So, yeah. Yeah, you can't push this pawn. I win the bishop. And now what do you do? I mean, you can't move your bishop away from the defense of the king. You have to defend with the queen somehow. I guess you can go here. Ooh, or there. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, but I can still take, and take, though. That's the problem. I think my opponent missed this. It's still pinned. So I can just take with check. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can just take with check. Let's just run through this. Takes. The only way to take back is like this. Check. And then I can save my knight. Yeah, it's over. GG's, my guy. Yeah, I think that moving that knight out in the beginning was not the move. They're going to go there. Let's just go ahead and... Ooh, I can even go here threatening this, but they can just push. And then I can just go back, or I can just go back here and just be completely safe. But I think continuing to add threats to the position, well, it's not actually that much of a threat, is it? Because the knight's protecting. So I could also just go here, but then takes. I mean, I'm up 6 points of material. Like I'm obviously winning. So now the question is, how do I convert? And I think honestly, just getting my knight to a safe square. I actually no. Let's do this, because if they push, I don't love any of this actually. No. Here, honestly, if they push, I'm just gonna push myself. And then they can take, but then my knight is very, very safe. And then I can just develop this knight, try to get it to this square. Yeah, all right, let's go here. Because I mean, look, I want to be able to protect this pawn as well, because I don't want the knight to come in on this outpost here. Not that it would really matter. I mean, my knight can just immediately attack it, but yeah, this is what happens when you play against a prepped up 1686 in the Blumenfeld Scotch. Like, it's just impossible not to play. Yeah, okay. So they go here. They go there. I can push. If they take this way, I'll just go here. And then if they push, I can take. My knight now is completely safe. I guess I could go back too, but I really don't want to, because I don't want to have this be a problem. So let's just push. I mean, yeah, let's just push. Why not? Takes. And then if they go here, I have check, which is really funny. I have to take with the knight. And then I can just go here. And then, yeah, I mean, it's just completely over. I am up They have 2 knights and a rook to my 2 knights and 2 rooks. I'm just up a rook and a pawn. I mean, this game is definitely over. Props to my opponent for continuing to play. Okay, so they go there. Interesting. I'm going to take with check. And now my knight's safe. And honestly, I might just go here, giving up another pawn, or I could go here. But if they take, then I have check, and I don't have check. I think pushing makes some sense. I also think, yeah, if I push here and takes, I have this, right? Yeah, so if I go knight c3, or even knight d2, and then they take, I have this. You push here. Is there any way? Okay, here he takes, here, push, here, and I'm just attacking this pawn. I don't think you can. Yeah, okay. Let's go knight c3 here. You can take this. I don't mind. I really don't mind. Because you're just opening up my position even more. I'm also still up that pawn, so whatever pawn you may take it means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. Okay, so they do decide to take. So let's go ahead and just pin the knight. They're going to push, most likely. Right, which looks like a good move because it hits my knight as well. But I could just bring my knight out. Although, to be fair, I guess let's go here. Yeah, let's go here. This is much better. This is much better. I don't want to hit the pawn. I want to hit the actual thing that's pinned. Put pressure on the pinned piece. Could also go here, I guess, but no, this is much better. And now you have to move your king. You can't even move your king to any of these squares, or this square, really. Okay, so they go there. Let's just, I mean, we can just make a fortress, right? Like, yeah, I mean, now you're going to lose this pawn, and you're going to lose the knight. So let's just go here. This is such a funny configuration. Like, what is going on here? Only in the Scotch. Now, I guess you could go something like this, but takes. I mean, it's just completely over. There's nothing you can really do about this. I guess you can defend, but then I'll push the pawn. Absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal here. Yeah, there's nothing my opponent can do here. If I was in this position, I may just resign. But credit to my opponent for refusing to resign here. There's always winning chances. As long as you have a rook and 2 minor pieces, there's always winning chances. But I haven't even moved. Literally all of the pawns on my back rank or on my second rank are completely unmoved. Like, you don't get these positions in any other opening than the Scotch. It's just such a strange opening. I might even try soon to expand my opening repertoire with white, maybe to a d4 opening. I don't know. Not the London, though. Fuck the London. London's stupid. Uh-oh. What are you doing, Mike? Uh-oh. Floating Mike. There we go. Yeah, I don't know what my opponent wants to do here. It's a pretty dire situation for them, I would venture to say, and they resign. There you go. That is what happens with the Blumenfeld Scotch. And you know what they say, and by they, I mean me. He wants a rematch. I don't think so. It's time for me to review the game, so it's time to look at this graph. All right, let's look at this graph. Let's see what I played with here. It's got to be pretty high. 93.5% accuracy. I did make one mistake. My opponent played with an 80.4. I played like a 2300 in this game. Let's go ahead and run through it. Now, of course, all of this is book, and this is just an accuracy. Yeah, this is the best move to combat this, and this is also fine. This is, yeah, it's just like not that great of a move because I have Queen F4, and yeah, I mean, if you were to move your knight literally anywhere except taking the bishop, like let's say you moved it, well, first of all, if you moved it here, it's just checkmate, so you can't do that. And so your only option really is to take the bishop, which is exactly what they do. But they're actually supposed to protect. Wow, okay. And then I would castle, which is a brilliant move because it gives up the bishop, but it still threatens checkmate. So this is pretty funny. Brilliant move, castles. I would love to play that, which is probably what I would have played if they didn't take the bishop. But now it's just it takes, and I'm actually not supposed to take here. I'm supposed to just castle, which is crazy. Now they push, and then I take. Only then do I take the rook. Opponent has to go here, and then I actually go here. I was thinking about this move. Take, and then maybe they just take this pawn. Is that the idea? No, they don't. They shouldn't take the pawn. I think that taking the pawn is just a little bit too greedy. Yeah, I just get in with a check, and then there's just so many things happening here. I can even take this, right? Like, I'm sure this is fine. Okay, it's not great, but yeah, I mean, now I'm just up more material. I can just go over here and, you know, stop the knight from getting out pretty much, but in the game, instead, we get takes, which is a mistake, but then they push the pawn, which is another mistake, and this is, yeah, just clinical here. Wow, I wasn't even supposed to take the queen here. I was supposed to take the pawn, threatening the bishop. They have to take, and then take, and you're actually just losing, yeah, you're just losing your bishop even more cleanly here. But I mean, it ended up being the exact same situation, I'm pretty sure. Because after takes, and takes, yeah, I just go here, all the best moves. Excellent move here, takes, best move, takes, best move, and excellent move. And yeah, you're losing the knight, you're also losing the pawn, like you're losing everything, you're losing your life in chess, I should say. And that'll do it. That'll do it. That was a pretty short one, so we are going to hop into another one. Let's hope that I can get another quick win here, or just a drawn-out draw. I'm okay with that as well. We do get the black pieces. My opponent does play e4, which means we're going to play our Alekhine's defense, and we're going to see what happens. Okay, so they go for the Scandinavian variation. Usually players play this when they just don't really know what to play against the Alekhines, which is totally fine. I mean, it's totally fine. It's a completely fine opening option. And this is the line. I'm sure you guys have seen it many, many times on this channel, where we go into a French defense that I don't really know that well, even though I should really, really, really be studying this. The Steinitz variation of the French defense, where I believe it's when the knight is here. That's what makes it different than a normal one, because we're going here and, yeah, here and then here is just kind of like a waste of tempo, but it is what it is. I think here, actually, if I remember correctly, I'm actually supposed to go out with a knight, but I do like pushing. I do like just immediately attacking the bishop, because after, okay, that helps me as well. I will do that. And now I can push the pawn here, threatening to push here. So you actually do have to take this. Yeah, you kind of have, okay, you do have to take. I'm going to take back with the bishop here. And then I'm going to go, I probably shouldn't have taken back at all. Yeah, I probably should have just gone here first. But now I think I'm going to go here, because you can't attack my queen anyway. You can't attack it here. I would take, and now I'm actually threatening the knight. The knight has to come out. And I can give this check and just force your, okay. So you stop the check. Fair. Fair enough. And now I think I just want to develop my knight, maybe get it to here, try to just chop off the bishop. This bishop isn't even that good, but let's just go ahead and develop the knight. This is kind of an overextension, I feel like, because the moment this pawn moves, I mean, I can just take this pawn. And now your knight is on h3. Like, that's just such an ugly position for the knight. But it might not be that bad, because once the knight comes in here, I guess I can just push. Yeah, I think I want to immediately go here. I don't think I want to castle quite yet, because again, I keep getting these situations where the queen comes in. The queen has just like free reign over this side of the board. And when I castle, I mean, you have to, yeah, if you go here and here, like it's a big threat already. It's hitting this, and like, I don't like it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump my knight in. I'm going to go here, knight d4, and just attack the bishop. The bishop is going to be captured here. Oh, just kidding. Okay, they play this specifically to get their bishop out of danger. That makes perfect sense. I honestly wonder. There's no quick way for me to attack this knight though. Is the problem? I kind of want to go here, and maybe go here, threatening this. Opponent has to take. Honestly, yeah. What's wrong with this move? This is really weird. I mean, this knight has gone... Okay, it's a different knight. This knight is already going on a spiritual journey here. But I think I'm going to bring it to f5. This might not be good. I mean, they just have push. But the whole idea is to go here. And then I'm hitting this, and I'm hitting this square, which would make your knight, or make your king have to move. So I don't think pushing here is a very good idea. I still haven't castled, so theoretically I could castle queenside, although that looks like a death wish in this position. But I think the idea is to go here, and after takes, I mean, like, sure, maybe I should have gone like this or something, tried to go in with a check, but even that doesn't seem that great. They could just castle. They could absolutely just castle here. No, they can't castle. Yeah, my bishop's doing an amazing job of not allowing castling. In fact, I do kind of want to try to reroute it all the way back. Here, here, here. Okay, after here takes, you still can't take back with the queen. In fact, I could go here, here, and here, still stopping castling, and then threatening this move. What did some chess coach and content creator calls this a collinear move, right? Kind of forgot who it was. Collinear move because after here, I'm basically baiting my opponent into taking. They don't have to take. But then if they allow me to take, I can still go in here. So this is a beautiful collinear move here. It's also like kind of threatening this, like not right now, but this knight on this square is actually very, very strong. And then when it comes into here, protected by the queen can always drop back too. I feel pretty good about that. So let's go ahead and play bishop e3 here. If they decide to take, I don't think it's a good move. But if they let me take, I also don't think it's a good move. And their only moves for the bishop are here or here. If you go here, I'm just going to take with check, right? And then I can't get the knight in, but I made your king come into the center. So then I can go check even. And you come back, then I can go here. I don't know. I'm feeling good about this position. I can also jump this knight in this way, potentially. Eventually. I mean, this just looks extremely strong. And if, you know, if the knight continues to be guarded here, I don't even have to take. This is an insane clamp. Like, I'm threatening this and this eventually. If the bishop, I don't know, say moves this way, here and here, I mean, you're good night. You know, just good night. There's no good way to attack this bishop either. Let's say your knight goes back here. I could just take, and I win the piece. Whoa, they sack. Oh, they sack. That's really interesting. Does that work? I don't think that works. Okay. After takes, they are threatening this rook. But I don't think I have to do anything about that. I think I can just move the rook. Now, of course, the knight becomes undefended. Okay, so I think they do actually get some decent compensation here, but let's say I go here, right? Just humor me here. This would be a stupid move, right? Well, if they take this way, check and I win the queen. If they go here, they take my queen, I take with check. Takes, and I take the knight. If they simply go here, I take. I mean, I think I have to accept the sacrifice because my queen is under attack. I could just go here though and just say no, because then they have check. I could also go here. But that seems a little odd. That undefends this. I could also go back, but then there's still check, takes, and takes, and takes, and takes. So I think I do have to accept this. Let's go ahead and accept it. And after takes, I don't know. I feel okay about this position. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't feel like it's that bad. I can't defend this with this because they would take. They would just take. But I can just go here. Oh, they take with the queen. That's really weird. Wait. Why would you take with the queen? After takes, if they take here, I have check. And that's gotta just win the game for me, right? They go here, I have checkmate. That's not checkmate. Yeah, it is. So after takes, I give up the rook with tempo on my bishop, but I ignore the tempo completely. I go check. They have to go this way. And then what? And then I don't have any other checks, do I? Wow. Okay, so takes the rook, check. I'm down in exchange. This is threatened. They go here. And unfortunately, I can't get my knight involved. I guess I would have to castle first. But I think taking... Oh, they're also threatening this. I didn't even see that. Oh, shit. Okay, so I think I just have to castle. I think I just have to castle first. Then they can jump in with the knight. Ooh, wait a minute. Am I getting cooked, actually? This is always one of these moments. I could also just go here. I could give up the check. No, that would just give up the check. I can't do that. But after castles... Oh, shoot. After castles, they're just going to jump in with the knight. I guess I can go here defending. So after castles, if they take the rook, I take here. That's the idea. If they take back, I have check. They have to go here. I take with check. So after takes... Okay. So after castles, if they take, they can play another move. Like, I don't know, they can go back here. But then I still go check. And they go here. I don't know. I think I have to castle, though, either way. This is defended. This is undefended. But, again, I don't think the knight is that big of a threat. Because after here... What do? You push the pawn? You can't push the pawn. I would take. Oh, no. Then they can take this. But then I would take. And now if you take here, I might not even take with the queen. I might go knight takes. It threatens this. Oh, this is complicated, man. This is very complicated. I mean, so again, I'm up a piece. So even if they take this rook and I take this, I still think I'm doing better there, to be honest. This is not immediately a threat now. But this is definitely a threat. And I have to address it with this. What do you do after that? Maybe you push. I also just have, after this, I also just have this check. They go here maybe. Yeah, wait, you can't actually like do anything with it. I mean, you could take with the knight, I guess. But if you move the knight, I do have a check. But I don't think it's that good, even. Not totally sure. Yeah, this is a puzzling position for sure. Again, if just takes, I'm going to take the bishop immediately. This is now defended by the rook. And maybe you have to come all the way back to here. maybe you go here now. Okay, they push the pawn. Wow. That is pretty wild. Okay, so it attacks this knight. It also attacks this. So if I go here, there's check. Now do I just come back with the knight? Then they can take. Oh my goodness, this is a position for sure. And if I ignore the pawn, I mean, here they can just take this knight for free with tempo on this. I guess I can go here, but then they promote, takes. No, that wouldn't be that good. If I just decide to take, they have check. I have to go here. Takes the knight. Takes. And then I think I'm just like down material, but I don't think it's the worst position in the world. Wait, no, that you can't take the knight. After I take, I can go here. You can't take the knight because it's defended by the rook now. You can still take this. But yeah, I think this actually was a little bit premature. I think you had to go here first. Because now if takes and you go here, I take the queen. So I think I can just take that. I think. Not totally sure. Takes again. I'm a little bit too slow on this attack. That's one of the issues. Okay, so they do take with check. I simply go to the corner. And you don't have mate. You don't have mate. My king is definitely like a little bit unsafe. But this is protected. This is protected by this. This is... Oh, I didn't even notice that. I could have taken the queen, actually, but... Shoot, I didn't even see that. Wow. I should have been aware of that. But I guess now you can... Yeah, you can dissolve the position with this, but... You seem to have a strong attack here, and I guess takes... Now I would take with check. You go here. I go check. You go here. I come here, threatening this. I don't know. Okay, so they do just take the queen. Fair enough. I think, honestly, I could even take this way. I think, honestly, I think I'm doing fine here after takes. This, my bishop's about to get unleashed. There's no mate on the board anymore. I'm just up a piece, right? Like, my opponent's up a few pawns, but I'm up a piece. So they decide to trade. I don't think that's it, my guy. I'm still stopping you from castling, which is really funny. I can also go here. I can also just take this. Okay, so they go there. Honestly thinking of just chopping this off. If I go here, takes check. Goes back into the middle, check. Okay, this is probably the most accurate way to play, huh? Gotta be. Yeah, let's play this. I mean, I could just take this, but... No, let's play check. Let's play check, saving my knight. If they take, I'll take. I mean, you can't keep trading pieces in this endgame. I mean, now this is under attack. Your king is under attack, obviously. If you move back into the middle, I'm going to go... Okay, they take. Let's go check. Yeah, I think they kind of messed up this plan. Not going to lie. They go there. Honestly, just take the knight. Win another pawn, right? Take the knight. Win another pawn. I do have to be aware of back rank issues, of course. But I can just win this pawn. And honestly, okay. I can go check, though. I guess you can go here. So what if I go check? If you go... Check, you literally have to go here or here. I'm baiting you into the board, into the center of the board. Check, wait a minute. Check, is there mate here? Check here. Check takes. Maybe not. Hard to say. If I go here and just give up the knight, takes, is that any good? No. Can't be. So check, you either go here or here. If you go, check if you go here, I just go here, and that seems pretty obvious. Then you're kind of getting ladder mated in the middle of the board. I guess, well, check here, check here. Do I have a check with my knight? I do not. That's really kind of annoying. I could also just go back with the knight and then go check. I mean, seems fine, right? I do not want to blunder back rank here. I also want to keep the king on that file. So let's just go ahead and go here. Let's just play it safe. Can always come in with a check. I'm going to play h6 or g6. I'm going to get my king safe. Actually, h6 is probably better just because I can hide a little bit. Yeah, there you go. So they obviously want some back rank stuff. Do I give this check first? Forcing my opponent. Yeah. Forcing my opponent this way? Absolutely. Yeah, because you can't go on any of these squares. So you have to go back. You have to go this way. In which case, okay. Oh, okay, they go that way. Fair. So let's just play h6. Let's just stop any ideas that my opponent has of back rank checkmating me. And I can simply, like, okay, so they defend that square. That's very fair. Can I just attack this, though? I mean, they can go here. Then I can come... Then I can just start pushing these pawns. I can also just simply stack and, like, go here and trade these off, and then I'm just up a, I'm just up a knight. I'm just up a knight. That's probably my most solid option. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and play rook c to f8 here. And now I'm just going to go here. That's the plan. Oh, wait. Here there's this. Oh, no. I would take. So let's just go here. I mean, why not, right? We're up material. Let's trade. And either way, this is actually winning a pawn. So you kind of, it's hard. It would be hard not to take here. Like, yeah, I guess you could go here, but then I just win a rook. So. And if you take and go here after that, then I can just escape with my knight. I can go here and then threaten this. Okay, so they do that right away. Fair enough. Yeah, that's fine. Let's just go here. You can check me. It doesn't do anything. Here, check is the... No, you can't even go here to attack this pawn. So let's go here. You're going to trade with me whether you want to or not. Sorry, guy. I'm winning this pawn. Knight's going to go somewhere. Knight does have to get out of this corner, to be fair. But yeah, let's go here. They probably want to go here, but it literally does not matter. I can take this pawn. I can also take this pawn after that. Yeah, they attack my knight. Okay. Is the idea to go here? Maybe we just uber defend with this, right? Like maybe that's an idea. No, that would hang the knight. Let's not do that. I could also go here, and then I could go here, but again, it's just not that much of a threat. Here, even if they do go here, I have this move. After takes, no, they would take. So maybe I do have to get my knight out and go here. I could also just go here, but takes, and takes. I don't want that at all. Yeah, honestly, just move the knight. Just move the knight. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Now if they go here, I can go here. And you're not really threatening anything. Yeah, so let's just go here. This is the idea. takes, and you're just down an exchange again. I mean, no, you're just down a piece. You're down a full knight. This is still defended. They can't even check me. After takes, if they go here, I'm just going to come back with the rook. I could also... Yeah, okay, so they go there. Let's just come back with the rook. Like, I don't need to sacrifice any more pawns here. My knight's just going to jump around. Jump around. Okay, they're just going to give up that. That's fine. That's totally fine. I can even jump in and attack this pawn. You can push. I can go here. I guess, yeah, now you come in with your king. But now I'm just going to go here anyways. And I am going to win the pawn. I am going to win the pawn with either the knight or the rook, whichever one works better. And yes, you could maybe... No, actually... Okay, yeah, that's a check, though. Okay, check. It gets a little complicated, because here... Maybe I can't take that, actually. Maybe I just go check. Yeah, it's getting a little more complicated than I would like. Here, let's say they go, like, here. I can come this way. Yeah, and this pawn cannot push at the end of the day. So I don't want to lure my opponent forward. But here and then here. Ooh, actually I don't love that. All right, let's go ahead and just I mean, I could just take, but then this, and after takes with check, you're losing this pawn. And I'm just up 2 pawns against rooks. I don't know. Here, like here, and I have check. You have to go like here. I don't know what the most accurate idea is here. Honestly, I feel like here is probably best. I don't know, though. Here to hit this pawn just seems to make some sense as well. But here, if I let my opponent just walk into the position, it's not going to be, like, terrific. Actually, no. Here, if they come this way, I just have this. I have to go back. Honestly, I kind of like where my pieces are, so how do I make progress? Check here. There's no way to defend the pawn. Okay, fine. Let's go here. We're hitting this pawn. This pawn is undefendable. If you want to come in this way, okay, sure. Honestly, don't love this. Yeah, because now they're just going to come here. Do I move my king in? Here. Takes here. I have to move back. And then takes. All right, let's just take. Maybe this isn't the best idea, but yeah. Let's just go back. I mean, I can always sack. I have extra pawns. I can also just go here. They push. Here, push. I think I have to go back. And then I think after takes, I have to come forward with my king. Or maybe this way? Do I go this way, check? I think I have to come forward. Let's come forward. They're just going to start pushing. Yes, I understand, but I have a knight. Knight's going to come in 1-2 moves. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have brought it over there. Let's go here. And then here. Okay. I think I can just push this. Oh, the idea is to go for this check. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's go here. Yeah, let's go here. No checks. Oh, that's tricky. My opponent's being very tricky here. I also have to watch out for the time. Okay. Now I can go here. Hitting this pawn. Also threatening this check. So, got to be careful about that. Okay, they go there. I can go check. I think I just now have to start, well, do I go for the check? Where are they going? They're going down. Check. Okay, let's go check and here and check. Same thing if they go up. I can go here and just blockade. I think that's the idea. It's getting tense. It's getting tense. That's why you never resign. This is why you never resign in chess. This reason right here. But we're going to blockade. And then we can just start pushing the pawns of our own, right? Just push. I am hitting, yeah, I'm hitting, okay. And now I can move in. I can move in, right? If they come here, I go here, and you have nothing. That was definitely not the most accurate way to do this, but I think I locked it down. I believe. Okay, they're just being annoying now with their pawns. Makes sense. Yeah, makes a lot of sense, actually. There's like no good checks. This is not a check. I guess I could go here. No, I cannot do that. Let's go ahead and push my pawn. Yes. Honestly, here takes. I might just go for that because, okay, after here, takes, and here, takes. I can always come and defend. This pawn is being defended always. Ooh, I don't know. It's a little scary. I won't lie. It is a little bit scary, but let's just go ahead and push. Yeah, but you can't actually promote this pawn, can you? Here, I take, you take. Then you have this pawn. Okay, let's just push. Let's just push. Because you have to address this. There's no... Okay. Now I go here. Right? If you can't sack, because takes here, I just take, and take. This is the whole idea. Once my opponent relinquishes the control of this square, I just go here, and now my pawn is just moving. Right. They want to go here and here. But now I feel like I can just take. Yeah, now I can just take. Takes, and check. And then I can even just force a trade of rooks, and I think you're lost. Yeah. I mean, I guess you could push here, but then I would just take. Okay, yeah. So check. They go up. Fair enough. Now let's just go this way. if you decide to check me, I'm just going to go here. And then just continue keeping the king cut off is the way to win. Yeah, so they go there. Now I can push. If they go here, I go here. I guess I can go here too. Yeah, so I'll go here. And then I'll go here. Yes, 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 I know. It's kind of annoying. Kind of annoying. Let's just go here. Yeah, now I go here. And if you move this way, actually no, either way you move, you're, yeah, okay. So you go that way. So I can't push immediately. But I can go this way. Can I? Can I go check? They go here. And then here. Yeah, yeah. I think it's just check here and here. Yeah, that's got to be it, right? Now I'm behind the pawn. I don't think I'm blundering a draw here. I really hope I'm not. I really hope I'm not blundering a draw. Yeah, I go here. Yeah, I just push. Here, takes. Here, I blundered a draw. Oh my god, I blundered a frickin' draw. Are you kidding me? God, I was so winning. No, wait, I have this. Yeah. Oh my god, dude. It's a draw. Ah, no. Oh, I had that. For sure I had that. I mean, I had time in the endgame to think, and I just wasn't thinking. That's on me. That one's on me, guys. That one's on Chess Plays Game. But you know what? It's time. It's win or lose. It's time to look at this graph. Look at this graph! I know I was winning. I know I was completely winning. God damn it. My opponent played very well in the endgame. They played very, very, very well. And by the way, Super Jorge Chile 1640. Yeah, okay. Oh, actually, never mind. Or no, yeah, I was completely winning. And then my opponent actually right here blundered a win again, but I missed it. I was supposed to go here. They have to go here. Okay, yeah. Let's run through it. I did get a brilliant move. I played like a 1550, and so did my opponent. Fair enough. The brilliant move was actually in the very early goings of the game. Let's run through it here. So I get this, I get this structure, and again, this is not what I'm supposed to play. I'm just supposed to push the pawn, actually. Push the other pawn. But instead I play this way, and yeah, forcing them to make moves. I knew this was wrong. I was also supposed to take with the knight, keeping the other pawn hanging. But then, you know, this actually is not a bad idea. Jumping in with the knight wasn't great, and this is a mistake. But this is also a mistake. The idea was to go here, and then I could push. I mean, I don't know. It seems fine to me. Why is it telling me to push? Okay. Anyways, that's not what happens. I go here. They take, which is... They wanted a brilliant for this move. It's actually not that good. And castling... Oh, there we go. We got the castle brilliant move. That's awesome. I mean, literally... wow. Foretold. Prophesized from the last game. We do get a brilliant castle here. They push, but I was actually supposed to go here. I just thought, yeah, that hangs the knight, number one. Number two, it hangs this check. And then I just moved to the corner. That's it. Oh, wait. Their best move is to take when it's undefended, right? Then I was supposed to take. So this idea was still good. If they were to take back, again, check. And you're losing everything. So I wonder if taking the rook isn't even that good. Okay, it is. It is the best move. Knight comes here. I assume I would just... Oh, okay. I would just take... Attacking the queen. Takes. And then I go out this way. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This is a line that I looked at that was correct, I guess. But now, you know, we get this, and then they just start trading pieces, and this is not how you win against, you know, obviously right here, it's completely winning, and I'm actually playing like all the best moves here. But here, yeah, this was a mistake. Can't be doing that. And now it's a draw, and it's a draw until it's not a draw again after this move. And this is a blunder. Oh, I actually lost the game. No. My opponent actually has a slight advantage here. But then, you know, so what were they supposed to do? They were supposed to come down this way. Yeah. That's, yeah. Yep. And then I would just have to give up the knight. Or I guess I could just go here. They take, I take. And then here. And then here. Wait a minute, but then this is winning for me. Why is it giving these? Okay, so this is actually just winning. Why? Wait, why can't they push this? Because I go here, and then I can defend the knight. Because if you come this way, I defend the knight. And you can't come this way. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, they play the wrong move here, and now I just bring my king in. This is another mistake. Yeah, I gotta know what to do in these endgames. Push, takes. And this is a blunder. I was just supposed to push the pawn. What about this, though? It's not that scary, is it? I push. And I guess they can take, but I take with check. That's the difference. And then they go here. And then I take with the king, stopping the promotion. Yeah. Their best move is to actually promote and just go for a stalemate. But obviously, this would be over pretty quickly. Why didn't I, yeah. Why didn't I see that? I had plenty of time on the clock. I don't know. I was just being a little bit impatient, I guess. And this is what happens. I took the pawn, and now it's a dead draw. And my opponent played like a draw. Well, actually, no. They blundered it again. After taking with the king, they were actually supposed to go check instead, forcing me away. Then go check. Then I could just go here. Yeah, what is this? Then they go here, and then I would go check. Takes. Wait, what? That's a really weird continuation. Here, they have to get out of the way, and then here, and then here, and then here, and then we both promote to queens. But I check first. But you can go, yeah, wait, and then there's just, yeah, it's just a draw, because I have to trade these off, and there we go. Okay, I mean, tough stuff, but honestly, I can't be too mad about that. I played pretty well for the situation. I did blunder a draw in the end, but a draw is better than a loss, I guess. It was getting a little bit scary there towards the end. This blunder, yeah, this blunder is tough. And they still didn't even act on it. And it was not a draw. It was not a draw. And yet, now I blundered a draw. Because instead of going for check, I should have gone this way. Stopping the king. Yeah, but then I have to go back. Like, what? Why? Here. Oh, then I go this way. And then after takes. Yeah, it's just over. Yeah, that's fair. So instead they were supposed to go up. I was supposed to go here, and then I can just go up, and now it's completely winning still. Dang it. I should have just taken a little bit more time. I don't really know what was going on there. Just goes here. And then wherever you go, I can just come up with my king, and then, you know, I guess there's a check. I go here, here, and I guess I can go here so that if they go, like, let's say here, I can come this way, and then, yeah. Then you have no choice. I'm going to promote here, check, here, check. How do I actually get to the promotion square? That's the question. Check here. Then they come in with the king. Okay, then I can just promote. No, but then there's this. But it doesn't matter because I go here. Then you have to trade. And then it's a rook endgame. I've done these literally a million times. It's plus 79 for black. I don't even know why this is plus 81, like, or minus 81. Like, what does that even mean? I just put the king in a box, walk my king over, and we just play the game. And I would win with a checkmate. Oh, well, that is what happens. Oh, my camera's about to die. Okay, sorry about that. Did not want to risk losing that file. That would have been tough. But that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this kind of content where I am in completely winning positions and draw and then just completely destroy my opponent with some prepped moves, make sure to come back tomorrow because I will be right here. This has been Chess Plays Gabe, the channel where I get absolutely demolished in chess or sometimes possibly win. I'll see you guys in the next one. Once again, it's hot, it's muggy, it's sunny. Go outside, touch some grass. I'll see you there. Bye-bye. See ya.